Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Alex's Adventures, and in this episode of Alex's Adventures, we will be taking an adventure checking out the Oklahoma City National Memorial in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. So here we are at the Oklahoma City National Memorial. It is a memorial site in Oklahoma City that honors the victims, survivors, and rescuers that has been affected by the Oklahoma City bombing on April 19th, 1995. So as we walk closer and go through these gates, here you can see the reflecting pool. And this is the former site of where the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building stood. And as you can see the time. And here are the times on these gates, 901, 902, and 903, where the event unfolded. Here you can see some sculptures of chairs, each of them honoring the loss of life when this bombing happened on April 19th, 1995. And as we pan across, here is the Oklahoma City National Memorial Museum. And here is the survivor tree. And yeah, so let's go ahead and check this out. So here is I think that is a federal courthouse, and across the street is the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building. And these are the steps to the federal building. And I believe that the facade of the federal building still exists today. So here's the United States Courthouse. Here you have this tram line that goes through, that runs by the Oklahoma City Memorial Site. And here are the steps. These are the original steps to the federal building that once stood. And as we walk up, here we have a beautiful fountain. And these steps are the steps to the south entrance to the federal building that once stood here. Here we have different seals of different government agencies, since this is a federal building. And as we walk up another pair of steps, here we have 3 flagpoles. And as you can see, you can picture of what the federal building, the entrance of the federal building looks like. And as we go towards this direction, here is the playground area for this federal building. So this federal building had a kind of like a daycare center for the kids whose parents worked inside the federal building. Pretty interesting to know the impact of this. And here's the view looking south at downtown Oklahoma City, with the tallest building in sight. And as we go towards this direction, here is the south entrance to the doors of the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building. And here you can see the chairs. And here you can see the foundation of the federal building that once stood, which is still here. Pretty unique. Welcome to the Oklahoma City National Memorial and Museum. Here you can also check out the museum, which is pretty interesting to know what had happened here on that fateful day on April 19th, 1995. Here you can always take a moment to read that description. And here you have several trees and the seats for each one that had passed away in this event. Here you have this kiosk, an interactive kiosk, to learn more about what had happened. And here you can see the chairs, the seats, each one honoring the ones who had passed. And you can see the tribute, the field of empty chairs, as a tribute to the 168 Americans who were killed on April 19, 1995. 9 rows represents the 9 floors of the former Murrah building. Each person shares a position in a row that corresponds to the floor on which they have worked. So it's pretty interesting how this was done. Pretty solemn, and as you can hear the atmosphere around us, it's pretty quaint. Just learning to know the history of what had happened here. As we look to our left, here you have some words of what had happened, and you can see the slab, the foundation of the building that is still intact here. So here's the view from behind of these seats, chairs. Here you have the Memorial Museum along with the reflecting pool. And here's a different angle. And here's a other view of the reflecting pool. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the survivor tree. And here's the Oklahoma City National Memorial Museum. So here is the Team 5 for 1995. And here is the survivor tree. And as the name suggests, it survived during the bombing. And here you can read the description. The American elm was surrounded by a parking lot filled with burning vehicles on April 19th. It survived the impact of the explosion, which became known as the survivor tree. Here's an up-close look at the survivor tree. And yeah, so that's about it from the Oklahoma City National Memorial. If you like this video, please give this video a super huge thumbs up. Comment in the comment section below what you think about this place. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Be sure to check out my other YouTube content that's on this channel. And thank you for watching Alex's Adventures. And I'll definitely see you on the next one.